Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan and I'm with Skyline Acres. And on today's agenda, we are going to be trimming some trees on the homestead. Let me tell you about it. So in one of my previous videos, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. I'll put a link up to it here. But I had to repair 2 roof sections on this old carport of ours due to a large branch falling through it. I typically keep this fence line here trimmed up. I have a pole saw and everything, and I actually have video of that in some of my past stuff. But it's gotten to the point where a lot of the stuff is either too big or out of the reach of a pole saw. And you know, in the case of some of it, it's right over the carport, so you can't just pole saw it and drop it on the carport. So I am getting ready. It's a early Saturday morning, and I'm getting ready to run up to our local rental yard, which is like 5-10 minutes away, and I'm renting a 45-foot towable articulating lift to take care of some of this stuff. My dad, he's heading over here shortly, and we are going to be trimming some of these trees today. So let's head down to the rental yard and pick that thing up. All right guys, so we're getting ready to pull into our rental yard here and get the lift. All right guys, as y'all can see, well actually you can see my dog, Woody. Say hi buddy, Woody. Good boy. Anyways guys, as you can see in the back, I got the lift all hooked up. That was an easy process. The rental yard is really nice because they're just locally owned. They work with you really well on bring back times and dropping it off and all of this stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna tow this home and we'll get started on this project. Here, we just got back to the house with the unit. As you can see, right there it is. This is a Hollette 4527. Here it is. This is the control panel. It auto levels. And then you basically have a repeat of this up here on your basket, which let me show you that. There's your basket or your control panel. And I think you have electrical and everything down here. Yeah, you got electrical and I think air and stuff. I mean, there's some large stuff up in there that I can take down. But what I was going to say was, if you're taking down, there's videos on YouTube of people renting these and taking down like, you know, a 60-foot oak tree in their yard or something. And I think it would work great for that. It's probably a little overkill for what I'm doing. And I know that going into it. But the way that I'm kind of looking at this is I'm kind of looking at it like it's a trial. Just getting used to the machine, getting used to cutting some small stuff, and just getting used to everything. That way, if I do need to take down a tree or whatever else, I'll be prepared and know that I can really feel comfortable doing it. Hey guys, one thing that I did want to mention, because you're going to see me using it on this project, is I went out and I bought an electric chainsaw. Now, this video is not going to be a review on this saw. You're just going to see me using it. I may say a couple things about it here and there in the video, but ultimately I'm probably going to do a review video later after I've used it more. With that said, this is a DeWalt DCCS 620. It runs on your regular 20 volt, like your 20 volt batteries for your drills and all of that if you're in the DeWalt system. I have a lot of the flex volt batteries, so I'm gonna be running it on the bigger batteries. It does take bar and chain oil here, You flip this up, that comes out. Hadn't even had oil in it, guys. It's got a sight glass there. Hadn't even used it yet. You got the chain brake here, and it's kind of nice on this saw. It's got the toolless chain tension. So you loosen this here, and then you adjust your chain tension here. Totally toolless. I have tried that to initially set the tension, and it works really good. Guys, the reason I bought this saw is because I knew I had this project coming up, and traditionally, you know, a traditional chainsaw is a rear-handled saw, so the handle comes back here. And if you're up in the air, up in a basket, well, so the rule of thumb is you use a rear-handled saw on the ground and a top-handled saw in the air. Now, I don't think DeWalt technically calls this a top-handled saw, maybe for safety liability reasons or whatever, I don't know. But DeWalt calls this a compact chainsaw, and you can just grab it right here. It is. Anyways, DeWalt also makes, just so you know, rear-handled electrics, like 16, 18, 20 inches, whatever you want. So I bought this one for use in the air. I won't be starting a gas engine in the basket up in the air. Hey y'all, welcome back. So today is the next day from me using that lift, which that was on Saturday. Today is Sunday. So this is now Sunday evening, and I've used the lift a little bit today, and I've done some work with my pole saw and different things. So let me ride down here and show y'all what we got. As you can see, I got the lift ready to take back. I'm gonna take back tomorrow morning. There's the carport, and there's kind of the area. And I don't know if it shows up well on camera, guys, but it is way more open above this carport than what it used to be. And you can see right there is a huge branch we took down that came out and split all in kind of different pieces. And let's see here, right there, I believe I'm pointing to the right spot, was a huge one that came over, had all kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it, guys. If I come down here, I'll show you the other side. So that was that big branch. That thing was way up there. Okay, and it was way up there and came over here and split all into all kind of pieces and everything. So we got all of that. So this is kind of a view of the carport here. So here's the deal. Obviously I'm not like an arborist or anything like that, and I'm pleased with what we got done. Very pleased with what we got done. And I basically wanted to reduce some of my risk on this carport and this area over here. fully knowing that I wasn't eliminating the risk. I mean, the only way to really eliminate the risk would be to not have trees here. At least I can say now, you know, if something falls on the carport now, that I did what I could within my abilities. Beyond that, you know, it's kind of out of my control. So one of the things worth mentioning, y'all, is if you think you're gonna rent one of those for your first or second time renting them ever and just make all kind of progress and just set the world on fire, you know, you're probably not going to. And what was kind of difficult or unique about this project was every piece had to be basically cut in, like, I don't know, 10-inch sections and thrown off to the side. You know, you couldn't drop anything because of the carport. So let me write down, I told y'all that I had some other stuff that I wanted to do as well. And I'll go down there and show you all that now. So, yeah, all right, guys, so here's that other area I was talking about. So right here is our pole barn that we keep hay and everything in. But then we have these two buildings over here. And this is a really nice all metal building. The doors are on tracks and they slide and everything. And this building is older. It's just kind of your regular building. But it has not really deteriorated in the 10 years that we've lived here. It's kind of remained the same. So we use it. But anyways, so up above here, there is a large white oak over here and a maple right here. And there were branches all down up against the roof on these here. So that was what I wanted to trim, and I got that done today. As you can tell, there's a little bit of stuff left over I got to pick up yet. I had done these buildings when we moved in 10 years ago, and I remember I got up on the roofs of them and used an actual regular gas chainsaw and did them. So this worked out a lot better. I think we'll be good to go for a little while on these. Well, that's gonna be another project in the books. I'm glad to have got that done. At least I can say I did what I could to protect what I own. I would say if any of y'all are thinking about renting a lift like that, just go into it with very low expectations. You know, the lift moves around a lot when you're up there, just between you moving and the wind and just everything. So you got to get used to that. Matter of fact, when I went to bed that night, I don't know if you guys have ever been on a cruise ship before, but when you get off of the ship, you feel kind of, you know, woozy and stuff. And that was how I felt that night. I got the lift hooked up here, and I'm gonna take that back tomorrow on my way to work in the morning. And oh, the other thing too, guys, the DeWalt chainsaw. Now, I think I'm gonna come out with a separate video, but I couldn't be more pleased with that thing. I mean, being able to just kind of, you know, be up there on the basket and not having to pull start, not having idling chainsaw just sitting there bouncing around while you maneuver the lift, not really even having to use earmuffs, you know, all of that just is amazing. And the power and the battery life and all of that, you can't ask for any better. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys liked it, please go out there and hit that subscribe button, because we'd love to have you back to the channel. And on that note, y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks.